3 days, huh?
あなたの声も綺麗ですね。聞いているだけで幸せな気分になります。
You've got a nice voice too, one that makes you listeners happy.
やりたいことがあるのならきっとできますよ。
If you want, you can do it too.
ええ、思い出したの。彼女が確かにそう言ったこと。
I remember now. I think she said that.
でも彼女が褒めてくれたこの声はあの連中の要望に応えるために捨てられた。
But my voice is the one she praised, can only be lost in the voices of some of those people in these demands.
大丈夫。もう見つけられたから。
It's okay. We found it, the voice I want most.
彼のことでしょ。知ってるよ。最初に電話をかけた時。
It's him. I've always known it from the first time I'd called him.
私が失った一番純粋で大事で、そして取り戻したかった声。優しくて温かい声が。
You speak really slowly, lady. The most important authentic voice that I've lost and longed to retrieve is a gentle and beautiful voice. It's the one you've always used with me. Ding-a-ling. The darkness, the ringing of the phone, pinches your nerves. Reflexively, you open your eyes wide and breathe shallowly. The violent heartbeats in your chest almost drown out the ringtone. Pick up the phone. Hello. My dear. Finally, we got to meet you. Cold voice from the receiver trickles your eardrum. Shivering all over, you immediately drop the receiver and walk out of the phone booth. The sky is covered in hue reddish shackles, completely shrouding the streets of East Side. The atmosphere is even more unsettling than the previous two worlds combined. Strange noises whisper in your ears, ceaselessly echoing in your mind. You're clearly on your own, but you hear Eleven's voice. Why are you so nervous? I'm right behind you. Behind me? He turned to the phone booth. In that space that was empty just a moment ago, a woman stands. She raises her head and stares straight at you. Are you 11? Or call at 3 a.m.? Why do you call me that? I don't like it.
この番組、この内容、この格好、そして私の声まで、すべて彼らの要望通りに、リスナーの意見を聞かなければならない。そうしなければ、番組は流行らない。
The program, its content, my look, and even my voice. Everything must be done in their way. I must always listen to the audience, or I'll get no listenership, or so they say.
そうしていたらいつの間にか、幽霊着信という都市
Then,
伝説が流行って、
out of nowhere, came the urban legend about ghost calls.
最初は特に気にしなかった。時間が経つにつれて、この話も忘れ
At
去られる
first,
だろう。
I didn't pay attention to it, thinking that maybe it would cool off.
でもみんなはどんどん盛り上がっていった。私の番組も不本意ながら人気になって、でもそういうのがとても嫌だった。
But everyone became more and more invested in it, and my show gained a lot of traction. This was not my intention, and I hated it.
そう、拒絶することも大事だとそう教えてくれたよね。
Right, you taught me this. To know when to say no.
私の名前を呼んで、エブン
Call me by my name, please.
と呼んで。
Call me 11. You're not 11.
私はエブンよ。でも確かに違うのかも。
Of course I am, but indeed not entirely. When the phone booth picks up the receiver, you notice that all the speakers on the street seem to be connected to that receiver. Countless overlapping breathing sounds close into you, rendering you almost breathless.
ありがとう。 あなたがずっと優しくしてくれたおかげ。いろいろと教えてくれて、褒めてくれて、あなたがいるから、
Thank
私は
you.
この仕事を選ぶ理由を思い出したの。
If you hadn't been so nice to me and said so many kind words along the way, I wouldn't have remembered why I chose this job.
かつて私が聞いた深夜3時の着信は本当にとても優しかった。
Once, the voices I heard at 3 a.m. were really kind,
あなたと同じようにね。
just like yours.
とても優しくて温かい愛に満ちた褒め言葉。
The words of all of you utter complimentary, admiring, kind, and full of love.
それこそが私が求めてきた。
That's what I pursue, ultimately. Something seems to stir in the power of the mania. It starts to churn and compress, rushing straight forward toward you. You realize that this is that Eleven's mind. The words you said to help her retrieve her voice have now all become what motivates and fuels her. This is even more twisted than call it at 3 a.m. Shouldn't you return to the real world after finding your voice? What are you doing now?
わからないの？私に力を欲しがっている声をくれたのは
Can't you tell?
あなた自身なの？
This is the power of you've given me. You've given me the voice I desired most.
教えてくれてありがとう。こういう声に満ちた世界はこんなにも美しいんだね。
Thank you for showing me what a wonderful world it is when it's full of such voices.
今までもらった声ではダメ。私を喜ばせるにはまだ物足りない。
These voices I received before were still not good enough. Not enough to please me and bring me joy.
こういう世界が欲しかった。
What I want is a world like this.
あなたの声でできた世界
A
が
world constructed of your
欲
voice.
しかったの。
Your vision seems to freeze abruptly. The phone booth and 11 have gone still before your eyes. Unnervingly, you hear the sound of something being ripped and crack immediately emerges over your sight.
さ
Come.
あ、こっちに来て。
Come now, come on.
すべての世界は一つになった。力はこれで十
All the
分。
worlds have merged. You've gathered enough power now.
あなたは永遠にここにとどまることになる。あなたの声から新しい世界が生まれる。あなたの素敵な声しか存在しない世界を作るの。これこそが私がずっと求めていた声。
You will stay here
私が欲しかった
forever.
手に入れたかった理想の声。
And a new world will be born from your voice. I will create a world filled with only your beautiful voice. This is the voice I long for, the voice I want to hear and known in my dreams. Oh wow. GG's.
自分でやるのも悪くないわね。
私の行くところす。
開演の時が来たわ。つまらないわ。君に人の心はないのか。これほど。どうか安らかな眠りを。どうか安らかな眠りを。ここで咲かせる、ここで咲かせるわ。終わるまで。人はいつか棺に入る。己の憎さをよ。ここで咲かせるわ。終わるまで。消滅するのね。
Okay,
ここで眠る。うるさい。静かにしたまえ。
okay.
ここで咲かせるわ。ここで咲かせるわ。終わるまで。
Okay, almost done, almost there. Oh yeah, there we go. It turns out the mysterious voice has always been a part of Eleven's soul and personality, split into two because it couldn't bear the world's noises and malice. Yeah, I figured. It was like a part of her. Voice of truth, a defeated radio ghost that has gathered the power of 3 many worlds and materialized. The 2-3 split 11s finally stand in front of you once again. The waves of voice envelop you like a depressing thoughts, obscuring your surroundings. 11's voice cuts through everything, echoing alternatively in each of your ears.
私はたくさんの声を失ってたくさんの声を忘れた
I've lost so many voices and forgotten so many voices. I guess that's something I will have to do with as well. I already am dealing with this now. Can't even imagine how many people I met since I started this whole thing, right? More than a year already. Like year and a half already at this point. Oh, a little less, but still. It's a year and a few months, but this digress. And so many people are just not there anymore, right? I talked with people, I hanged out with few people. Many people, like I watched my own channels. There's so many people there that I don't really talk to anymore. Some of them I don't even remember really, because it's been so long. Lost so many voices, forgotten many voices. Yeah, same thing. I think same thing happens in life really all the time. You meet a constant torrent of people, but none of them really stick, don't they? It's kind of interesting. Lost many voices and forgotten many voices.
あのラジオ番組の優しいお姉さんの声を思い出したくて何回も努力したけど無駄だった
I've missed the gentle voice of that radio host. I've tried to call it many times, but each time I've failed.
それからの世界は残酷そのものだった命令と要求と無茶な要望と妥協と量産された内容しかない
From then on, the world has become cruel, filled with only order, demands, petulance, compromise, stereotype, and cliché.
それを取り戻したいそれを取り戻してくれる人
I want to find them back,
あ
and
なたしか
you
い
can
ない
help me retrieve them. The face before you gradually becomes recognizable. Smiling as usual, Levin slowly reaches out to you. Her sides, slightly cool palms, cup the sides of your face, gentle and affectionate, as if holding something precious.
あなたの声が好きあなたの声が聞きたい
I like your voice. I long to hear your voice. Her hands slowly slide down, fingertips touching your throat. You can't help but swallow, and the cartridge in your throat glides, choking it briefly.
言ってあなたの本音が聞きたいの彼らと違う一番良い声が聞きたい
Speak. I only want to hear the words from your heart, the best voice, different from all others. Palms shaking, Eleven looks at you with a thrill of expectation, her thumb encouragingly pressing against a part of you that vibrates when you speak, as if wanting to remember the frequency well. Fuck, when does this shift end? Really, I didn't think it would turn out like this. And the expression freezes. She never expected that from you.
新入社員の教育係なんてもうやってられるかマニュアル通りの仕事もできない
It's like I've trained a rookie. Can't even follow a template. Don't think for a second. Just quick for that sake.
徴用されるかどうかは声で決めるですって何それ絶対に上司に媚びを売ったでしょ何が綺麗な声が取り柄よ
Huh?
そんなに声を自慢したいなら
What does your voice have to do with winning the project? All you have to do is butter them up a bit. It's not a dance singing competition.
毎日ピエロのような格好をして街の人たちにバカにされてこの格好がインターネットミームになるなんて
Every day I put on this clown-like makeup and get side-eyed on the street. Becoming a meme at this point. Why do I even do this to myself?
こんな声って
Why these voices?
違う
Not these
こんな
voices.
声じゃない
Sorry, not as great as you think. When I first came, I only wanted to be done with this damned work ASAP. I didn't come here to just save you. You touch Eleven's wrist and gently push them away. As you move the voices around you, break one by one, releasing countless low moans and shouts. To be honest, I understand how you feel. When we're exhausted, we simply don't have the energy to discern whether a good voice is good or bad. I blame overtime work. It's the worst invention ever. It's especially true for you, since most of the people you deal with have been influenced by such voices. Under these circumstances, cruel words sure cut like knives, but even kind words can add fuel to the fire.
優しくない言葉なんて聞きたくない。
No, enough of these unkind words. I've heard enough.
大丈夫、怖がらないで。チャンスならまだある。探し直せばいい。新しい声を探すの。ずっと探し続ければ。
Calm down. We still have a chance. We
今
can still find new voices.
次の
keep
人を見
looking.
つけてあげるから。
Hide yourself for now until I find the next person. You want to step forward to grab Eleven, but you're blocked by another figure that's gradually becoming clear.
触れさせたりはしない。リスナーがパーソナリティに接触するなんて。あなたの声はもう使い物にならないの。返してあげるから。
I won't let you touch her.
代金してくれない？
Listeners can't harass the host. Your voice is no longer useful. Your work here is done. Can you just go home? I'm overworked too. I can understand you. You take Eleven's hand and try to make your voice sound gentle enough. There are words other than slander and flattery in this world. I just want to speak what's close to my heart. Listen to me, Eleven. You said that we can only break this world by finding the truly important voices. Well, surely there are not like the pretentious preaching that just came out of me. What do you really want? We'll figure it out and find it together. I've told you my honest thoughts. Now, can you tell me yours? You don't wait any longer. After all, you're a cunning adult who's been hardened by work. The palm released to fell red thorns which quickly wrap around the three of you.
これは何？
What is this?
何も覚えてない。
No, I really don't remember. I don't remember. Evan's sad cry stirs up a massive wave of sounds. Your consciousness is shaken into a trance, submerged into a sea of white. Eleven's soul and personality split due to the inability to bear the chaotic noises of the world, leading to a case of mania. But she remembers that she isn't just the rebellious and defiant verses. She's always been searching for a pure, beautiful voice, free from any impurities. She wants to use the power of that voice to recreate the world, recreate a world. I used to love and fear the sounds of this world, but someone once told me that they hoped to listen to all the true sounds together with me. A bit confused because through this person's words, I feel my once split personalities are merging while my world is falling apart. I hope one day I will again see this person who is willing to listen to the world with me. Wow, I've gained so many listeners in just a few days. Thank you all for liking my show. Today I'll present you some sounds of me playing with my kitty. Actually, my family doesn't know I keep her cat. I just sneak out of the house to feed some stray cats in the street. After all, you know, Syndicate isn't a safe place for commoners like us. Hey, you're the one doing the Midnight Quest call show, right? I thought this just was your gimmick, but it turns out it's true. I saw one of my friends turn into a monster with my own eyes yesterday. His head turned into a Windows computer, and then he crashed due to a forced update. I'm so scared. Somebody help me. The FEC has already blocked all communication channels in this city. What should I do? After reading my reply to this 11, I feel like I gained some courage and become braver. When I'm wrong, I'll try to hold back my tears and not cry. If someone bullies me, I will tell them to stop straight in face. Sometimes it works, but sometimes it doesn't. I really like what you said. A world filled with only beautiful sounds. I really want to live in such a world. And when the time comes, will you invite me? Won't you? I'm sorry. I'm a bit confused right now. I don't know if such a world can still exist. Sorry.